Okay, day 16. Not too concerned about familiarizing myself with where we're at or what we're doing. I remember we left ourselves in a good place. We have lots of everything that we need. Everything's in place, ready for the 21-day horde. We'll take that forged iron. And let's take a look at our steel and maybe make ourselves a new steel pickaxe. So it's 338. Tell you what, we can make a few more stone axes to increase our level. We'll do it this way. So we make 51 of those bad boys. Yeah, I forgot we had this is another way you can do it too. While you're crafting these stone axes, you can be scrapping them in your workbench. It's kind of a better method of scrapping them now instead of the old way, just throwing them in a chest or whatever. Of course, I showed you earlier the method of combining them, but I do already have a 600 one of these. Another thing I like to do is, oh, didn't mean to drop it. It's taking, say, arrows in your workbench while you have it open to get the experience from that, and then crafting something in your inventory as well. That way you can get double the experience. You could even make, crossbow bolts in your inventory as well as in the workbench and get double the experience. I'm not really sure how these achievement works, because I've achieved things a couple times now, but I get the same achievement to pop up again, like multiple times. I guess because the achievement system is still newly implemented, there may be some bugs or whatnot. But what we're going to do here is we're going to combine this with that, fix it up to 100%, then we'll scrap this again. So we were able to reclaim 148 stone. That was a decent amount. We'll put our, tell you what, we'll go ahead and make our steel pickaxe here. Throw our steel up there. So I did not take the time to look back at the replay to see exactly when it was that we went to the bookstore last, but I think I'm going to take a chance that it has respawned and go over there now. Make sure my hunger and all of that is, yep, everything's good. It's good to go. Let's take a look at the map here. So this is the area we want to head to. I think that is the bookstore over there, if I'm not mistaken. What's the garden looking like? Yeah, it's coming along. Should be ready pretty soon as well. Let's get some easy stone. Oops. Guess that's not so easy. As we're moving through, thought I saw a bird nest right there. Get some more eggs and some more feathers. Will not be long, and we'll be making meat stew, so we won't have a use for those eggs to make bacon and eggs anymore. Might as well go ahead and take old gal out here before we get too close And I know that some of you are saying I absolutely should be holding on to those pistols for the vendor. But you know, there's really nothing that I'm interested in from the vendor other than perhaps an auger. We do have the schematic for that, but finding the blade and the parts may be a bit tricky. So maybe we could find a blade or something, or the parts, and that would be worth our while. My plan is, though, and I guess if you've been watching the playthrough here, you noticed that I talked about we have tons of treasure maps, and once we do get our okay, nice. Once we do get our mini bike, we'd be able to you know, ride across the map to all of those treasure chests, and they do provide a great way to get money. But once again, I'm not too concerned with the the vendor right now. Something down the road we'll look at. Boy, another spy club. It'd be nice to get something new. Hear a lot of zombies, but I don't see them. I think they're outside on the other side of this wall. Here's where they're at. We're going to go ahead and take care of them, though, because I do not want them breaking this bookstore down. Oh, there's the nail gun pattern. Nice. So we can change out parts. Go ahead and read that. Don't want them trashing this bookstore. I don't know how long we'll actually stay in this city, but I want to keep this bookstore and all of the shelves intact as long as I can. We've already lost a crate in the hardware store. There's a hunting knife book. Okay. So we did at least get something new instead of the same old patterns over and over and over, which is what most of these are, it appears. Just repeats of things we already have. So put that in there, that as well. Leave the water over here just in case we come over and need that for some reason. Also going to take a look at the hardware store. You know what? I can check the medicine cabinets and under the sink. No wrench. All right, let's make a beeline to the hardware store, which is directly in front of us. I know I get a bit silly with that, but every every stone and every piece of wood at this stage of the game really, while I'm running across the map. Oh, there's the Wandering Horde, or is it just regular? I think those are just regular zombies. Hopefully we don't have any resistance here, or a minimal amount of resistance. So I don't want to lose any more crates in this hardware store. Ooh. Hello, big guy. I'm right here, buddy. Don't know where you're going. Okay. Nice, another nail gun part to improve our current nail gun. Let's go ahead and scrap some of this stuff here. Nice. Auger parts and an auger blade. What? It's always good to go ahead and get that out of the way. I know that you can make one of those and start upgrading it. I am a fan of the auger. Did I bring... Let's go ahead and just make a hunting knife. Ooh, I hear a zombie destroying something. There's another deer right there even. Oh, shot it right over his head. That got him. So he's by the water tower. Let's see what the progress is on our hunting knife. We had to wait for that to scrap for another 5 seconds. I should not have thrown out my bone shiv so quickly, but that's alright. We're just going to chop them up with the old axe. You know what, we're going to leave you guys behind, let you hang out over there. We could also stop back by the Shamway, maybe pick up some more potatoes and corn for seed. Help speed that process along just a bit. We're going to throw out our animal fat and we're going to scrap these nails. Don't think we need another anvil. Maybe I'm mistaken. Is this a little wandering horde coming this way? Oh. A lot of zombies over here. I know we have that meat on us too that's probably helping to draw them over this way, but... Goodness. Scrap and move, scrap and move. Oh no. That was rough. Oh, I hit her in the head and it took off her leg. Oh, this is not good. Well, we did get a level out of that. Alright. I guess we'll use a bandage since we were down to pretty low health. Go ahead and get this meat. It's a pretty good run today, though. We got the hardware store, the bookstore. Come on, man. I just want to get the last little bit of meat. Could stop by the passing gas as well. But right now we're going to try to get the bookstore done. We're right at the point, too, to where we could start going into that bank and tearing open some of the safety deposit boxes, as they will be much easier for us to get into with a steel pickaxe than before. Looks like all is quiet now. We'll take out the last remaining zombie or two. Oh, look at you. You got locked into the... Is there a hole in the bank from the outside? No, they were just locked inside there. It's a little booby trap, little zombie trap for us. Good thing they made us aware that they were in there. We don't have any more creeping up on us. We're going to be pulling them from all over with this meat that we have in our inventory. Well, they're all outside there, aren't they? Hello. Hello. I saw someone using a knife the other day, and unless they changed it on Alpha 15, the knife had no range before. Like, it was a death sentence to try to use a knife on a zombie. But okay, so these are going to take too long for us to mess around with still, till we get a little more points in Miner 69 or in a better pickaxe. But I saw them hitting zombies at a range with a hunting knife, and it kind of got me thinking, you know, you can hear footsteps. I hear the pitter-patter of tiny footsteps. We're going to get ourselves trapped up in here is what's going to happen. See if we can get out before things get a little bit too out of hand. How much space do we have left? We don't need the broken glass. We do not need the sledgehammer. We can combine the shovels, being that we're still using an iron shovel. This will keep everything else. That's kind of, instead of getting the, you know what, I'm not going to take that. We always can come back and get these barrels as well for gas. There's a working stiff crate or two in that building too as well. But we're gonna run to the Shamway here and see if we can't get ourselves some more. Oh, there's some corn right there. Some more corn and potatoes. Make some more seed. Maybe a meat stew or two to munch on to get our wellness up. No beer. Okay. I don't really care about the blueberries. We'll just eat those quickly. There's a beer. We'll take it. Boy, that scared me. Don't need paper. We'll take the plastic though. Yeah, there's a blueberry pie. Let's see why we don't take that. Blueberry pie. There's the potato I was hoping we'd get. Let's see what we can replace with the, I tell you what we can do. We can use that. And we'll leave that there for the next time we come back. Nice. Some beer. So it's day 16, so we'll have plenty of time to make a run for that hub city. With all the beer that we have now should get us there. And then hopefully we get there, we'll have a way to get back. Have to save a beer or two for dogs once we get there, because I know they're going to be massive amounts of dogs running around. Cops as well. We don't want to mess with any of that quite yet, but I do want to get the hub city uncovered, start uncovering it, so we can get the stores on rotation, such as the hardware store and the bookstore. Still looking for the mini bike book. I do believe that would make our trip a whole lot quicker. I was really hoping we would come across that while in the bookstore. Sometimes you get lucky and find some of those types of patterns in the mailboxes. They certainly made it easy to get mini bike wheels, mini bike tires. Now there's tires lying all over the place. Seems like you get a tire for almost every one you destroy. So for some reason, maybe you all can clarify that, the zombies seem to be attracted to that house that we were in initially. And they're just camping it out in there. Every time you go by, there's zombies inside. Remember last time we were in there, there's a bunch of them, and not sure why. Okay, well, could get our tree farm prepared. We are close to being ready to do that. So it looks like the potatoes are not quite ready, nor is the corn. It's okay, let's go ahead and we'll throw the potato and corn in there. Or did we leave the hoe over on the other side? We may have left the hoe in this chest up here with some dirt. Nope, but we did leave our seed in here for the trees, for the tree farm. Okay. Get things sorted out just a bit here. All of the auger pieces right there. We'll leave our beer on us because we really might. I keep saying it and I haven't done it, but I would really want to head to that hub city pretty soon. Combine some items in the workbench. A 202 and a 205. Does nothing. Should I have changed the order of that up? I don't know. 205, 208. I think I should have put my best item in first and then the other one, and I did it the wrong way. It's all right. We'll scrap this. So we do not need that. We can get our pickaxe out, however, combine it with that one. Or would it be better to scrap? I think it's going to be better just to scrap that one. Make sure our okay, so we did need one more anvil. Nice. Okay, boy, it feels really good to have everything done. I'm kind of OCD. I don't like the way that looks, the scrap iron there, but this all looks good. We could, let's check our forges and make sure we're not just burning for no reason. I know we ran out of wood and the other ones, yeah, we sure are burning for no reason. I have brass in it. Just a little bit of clay here. This one's out of wood. We'll take the wood out of this one. Oh. Now, I'll tell you what. We need this one to go on for a while, so we'll just do it like that. And let's make some So I watched Buck the other day, and he had a pretty good idea. We also have the zombie virus. Oh, we can get rid of that here pretty soon. Had a pretty good idea with plates on the ground. What I had been doing was taking the wooden frames and digging out where the trees are going to go, and but the plates seem to be a better idea because you don't have to dig down into the ground to make it, uniform. And we want to make it so that we're not just having to click, click, click all over the ground to try to figure out where to plant what. And so while we're doing this, let's make wood plate. Let's make 100 of these. So we did have a good idea. I think he said someone else in the chat had told him, that that's how they did theirs. Like I said before, I was doing it with digging the entire area out, which took a long time, especially early game. Putting down the wood frames and upgrading those. Tell you what, we can go ahead and chop some of these trees down now. Let's see where we are for miner 69er. We need to be to 60. Okay, so we need to have level 60. And we are 5 away from that. So many good things happening here. Looks like that corn is ready now. I almost hate to waste a day and a half or two running to the hub city. Maybe until after that day 21 horde. We are prepared for it, but we are going to waste a lot of time by running to that hub city. Don't expect too much to change for that 21-day horde. As far as difficulty goes, they may try to throw in a cop or two, but we shouldn't face a whole lot more opposition than we have faced here in the past couple hordes. So everything that we have in this base should be sufficient to hold us up. Provided a lot of wood for us so far, and we haven't cut that many trees down, but having it right next to the base is a necessity. If you notice a lot of my videos, I have a tree farm nearby, whether it's underground or above ground, I have one. Makes it so that you don't have to go wandering off to gather your wood for various projects. Just have it right next door to your base. Even nicer if I can get this tree farm underground and connect it to the base so we can do it at nighttime. Go ahead and clear this out of the way. We're just going to collapse this one. Be nice when we can two-shot this stone. We're not that far off from it. There we go. Nice. Here a zombie somewhere. I think we were spotted. It's okay. Yeah, someone asked me in the comments too, and I know this is going to be a huge delay from when you. Oh, it's a wandering horde. When you actually asked me about it versus when I responded. But about why I put the forges out in the street. I did that because I did not want to put the forges in a house and get trapped in that house. When the screamers came, if I were to leave them out in the street, at least I stand a fighting chance of running away from the screamers. That is, of course, until I get a base. But I didn't want to put them in a wooden house. A screamer comes, destroys the, the zombies all destroy the house we're in, comes crashing down. I'm going to lose the forges anyway. It's very rare that I would see a zombie attack the forges out here. I'm not saying that it can't happen. It absolutely can happen. We're going to put this in there. But pretty unlikely thing to happen. So I have those making into seed. Make all that into seed. I don't have a hoe up here. Let that wandering horde kind of get on by a little bit, and then we're going to run into our base. We have about 1 hour left to get out there and plant those seeds. Okay, good. Put our hoe in here. We need to take a little bit of dirt with us, just in case there is some dirt that needs replacing. Leave that open and take a chance. Make just a little larger of an area here. Now that we're getting a bit more corn and potatoes. Grass out that's right next to it so it doesn't affect us when we're probably should have been making some fertilizer all this time since we were not making cement. So maybe it will be best that we hang out at the base and just farm up more resources and get this thing absolutely as strong as we possibly can for preparation of the 21-day horde. Tomorrow will leave us with a few days left before the horde hits. Maybe it's a wise choice to just hang out around here, do some mining, do some essential things to prepare ourselves for that horde. So it won't be too long and we'll be able to do a little meat stew. Excited about that. I'm really behind on all of this farming though. This is something I usually try to get going early game and have a lot more multiplied by day 16 than what we have here. That's alright though, we're getting it done. I'm gonna throw the dirt and that in there. We'll leave that there. Guess we can destroy this corpse. Tell you what we could do here while we're getting close to the end of the episode is something I've been talking about since we created this bunker, is fixing this so we do not get caught up on the dirt anymore. And we need to make ourselves some wood frames while we're doing this. We'll make 200 because we're absolutely going to be using a ton of wood frames moving forward for different various projects. Oh, this is going to be nice. Nice smooth hallway going in and out. Alright, it's moving along quickly enough. Didn't take long to fix this, especially how much of a pain this has been for us. We're actually going to replace the uppermost portion down the hallway as well. Fill that in with dirt. That actually could be the ground level too. I believe it is, so I have to be a little careful as we do that, just a small bit at a time. Don't want to get too close to that hatch. Whoops. So maybe nighttime would not be the best time to replace that part above our heads. See if we can attract that zombie to over here. Yeah, we'll wait on the uppermost portion of that until it is daytime outside. Maybe do it from above, looking down, so as not to open up the base and expose ourselves at nighttime. You never know, you get a screamer screams, you're fighting her, more of them pour in. All right. I don't know, let's dig one out just to see. We're going to end this episode. Okay, so there is a little bit of a buffer there. Nice. So they can't just drop down directly in to the base on us. Can hear some zombies walking around up there, though. I hear you up there, girl. You just stay up there. Oops. Well, that was the end of her. Making quite a bit of racket here. Let's see if I can hit this without hitting the ladder. Beautiful. All right, now that looks really good. That's going to help us moving forward, just to run down the ladder and run in here. We'll get ourselves a door put up right there. Yeah, so we have a couple ladies up here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with me once again through day 16 and moving into 17. I'll have to think about what we're going to do for the next episode. That's going to be efficient and is going to help us moving forward. But as always, take care, and I will see you tomorrow.